쇼다운 하나생명 e스포츠 대 젠지 e스포츠.
As you were mentioning, likely going to be the Kai'Sa.
It's Kai'Sa.
Fire another angle there as well, but
yeah.
I like the Kai'Sa also.
I think Kai'Sa's good. Kai'Sa works really well with the rest of the comp.
And it's Diablo. Like, he's the other guy that we've given a Kai'Sa license to.
Does mean that the bot lane matchup is obviously going to be a bit rough, but Sivir and Rel is not a super punishing lane by any means, right? So you don't have to be too worried. You also don't have jungle pressure pre-6, really. Also, don't think you have to be too worried about mid lane impacting you early on either. And then once we get to the team fights, it's really just going to come down to who pulls the trigger first. Because both these comps are insanely snowbally, and whoever just blows up the target in front of them will just kind of run away with the fight.
The Zin's out, a few question marks there. We'll see whether the bros can use that as an avenue in. Let's get into the Rift.
Oh my god, Rakan Kai'Sa rather for the laning phase, right? It's always going to be post lane, as we do see, especially with this setup.
He's down to 50% health, now dealing with the fact that Clear is looming, and Raptor is right here, and there are no friends in the area. He is going to be able to dash around. The exhaust is very late, and the flash out gets Raptor just out of range.
He is very good as Croco. Look for a play. He is not 6 yet, and there are reinforcements in the air.
Crash down's fantastic, though, as he gets himself out, and it's Hype that picks up the kill. And BNK, they will be able to get themselves a Chemtech Dragon, but I don't think they're too worried about it, as in goes Closer, but out he goes immediately afterwards. Still, the Spirit Rush comes on through, Orbit Deception, and the flash comes out to avoid the charm. Vikla taking a lot of aggression here from this Ahri.
I only know the famous Collins, you know, for Feral.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Have you watched the Penguin yet?
Yes, I have. Incredible.
Oh.
As now Raptor could be in a little bit of trouble, but does just use the ulti in order to keep himself safe. As the bros will be able to grab themselves the grubs. And that's going to even out all of these feats of strength that are being built towards by both of these teams.
Hasn't noticed yet.
All right, Killer Instinct does come on through here from Diablo, who's just looking to kill Hype, and he may actually be able to get it done. The passive is going to be procced, and yeah, the flash does have to come down. Seismic Shove goes wide here from Vikla, though, unfortunately, as the Shattering Strike comes on through. And the Orbit Deception in the air, Clear. Closer just gets behind him, and Kellen, once again, just that little bit too late.
That is...
but he is still at work. All right, Vikla is going to get tagged by another charm. Man, Closer is really making an argument for this Ahri situation that's going on here in this mid lane. Him and BDD doing some decent work here so far today, as Croco going to be trying to get that Cyclone to work, as Raptor is attempting to get out, and oh my goodness, now Kellen has the ulti, and now the Wukong is going to go down.
But I feel like Diablo, when it comes to his playstyle, really, it's just, even though he's never been to the LPL, he has the LPL Kai'Sa.
He does have that energy.
He has the energy 90% of the time, or something. I think it's actually really OP. He has, oh,
yeah. Magnus Storm going to catch them out as Morgan is here. And Raptor does get exhausted, but still, Kellen's there with the quickness. The Cyclone is waiting for Clear, but he gets the equalizer down first. Still, it's the Sivir that's picking up the kills, and Raptor, the boomerang blade comes through. Finally, Diablo gets into the backline, and now the fight is getting turbo closer. Turns up the charm, connects, and Diablo, he cannot keep himself alive, but the bros, they can chase them down. The Foxfire is in there as, Croco shows himself, but Vikla not quite in range. And the flash forward from Croco is a disaster. The flash, though, from Closer, that's very different. And Kellen gonna go down as well. And this Ahri is so fed. It is ludicrous. That's an ace at 15.5 minutes. Rift Herald down to about 50%. BNK wanting to take that. That'll mean feats of strength, or at least one half of it. As in goes Kellen, and out he goes, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. Closer keeps himself alive as well. As now Raptor with the Crescent Guard trying to survive also, but it's now Morgan that's starting to pop off. The knockups looking fantastic from this monkey, but still there's no follow-up, and now Hype is all alone, and Clear can just light him on fire. If it's not Diablo just knocking him down. He's ahead by 20 CS, 1,000 gold, 502, no bounce.
By the way, Atlas.
Yes.
You're looking at this.
Oh, it's Soul Point.
I do think they're on the verge of losing Otacon. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall is just going to deny it, and so this is not where the bros lose the game. However, this is contributing.
Which means that They're going to know before, and there's...
All right, Equalizer gonna have to be walked down here by Closer as Clear going forward, and they really want to kill this Ari, and they will be able to do so. Diablo, though, will get caught by the Cyclone as Morgan dives in, but Polu is still gonna be dead. Diablo keeps himself alive, and it's not quite the Dragon Pit, but it's pretty closely timed.
I think this is a win for you, Atlas.
Heck yeah.
You were there.
And Umpty. Oh man, the General. All right, Polu does get over the wall. Croco able to do so as well as, okay, let's see whether this Baron is actually going to get flipped. It's going to be a success as, oh my god. And he sets up the gorgeous shove from Vikla as well. Hype just snapped. They can go for some sort of desperate sort of flash into the pit.
Come on.
Croco does have the flash available. There's even a blast going there as well, but it looks like the turn is going to come on through as Croco trying to work out where he wants to go. The Cyclone does come on down. The Baron is going to be secured. They do turn onto the Rumble, you're right. Seismic Shove connects onto 2 as now Closer trying to get the damage down, but he just doesn't have enough. And even though he hits every button, it does not matter. Diablo still just ulting on top of him. That's a clean ace. That's the Baron, and that's B&K.
You can take it out on chat.
No, I don't want to. Chat are all perfect. That's all right, the bros desperately trying to defend these Nexus turrets, but they're just going down. And B&K, I mean, it's been a while that they've been in this position where it's just pure victory, but now Clear is going to bring it home completely. Diablo also just flashing around, and he'll mop the floor with the bros here at 29 minutes. The Nexus will go down, and the bros gonna have to try again in game number 2, and at least they'll have that chance, as they will actually wait for Morgan to die before they do kill the Nexus. So there that is.
And it's ironic, because that's what Bro did to DK, like not 4 days ago.
Yep. Theoretically, though, it could happen again.
The problem is you're trying to find something in... I think they're going to look for something into Ori.
Oh, is it just Jhin?
Could be.
Or is
Victor?
Okay,
so
Victor gonna happen first.
So the reason why I didn't want the Victor is because to me, Victor into Trundle feels rough because you don't have a great way of dealing with Pillar. And Victor Vi is just not good. You actually, when she presses R, you throw the ult on top. It's a really hard, tough thing to deal with. So I'm not a big fan of this Victor. The Victor to me is the only part I don't like. I think outside of that, the B&K draft makes a ton of sense. The 5v5 for Bro though is kind of disgusting, and you're playing mostly short-range comp, with the exception of obviously the Jhin setup as well as Victor, into so much team fighting power.
And even prior to that, I mean, Ruler has been making the champion look ridiculous. So let's see whether the bros can bring us to a game 3.
Cap, you're the best. How do you know these things? You know that was our first cast together ever, actually?
I know.
This MSI, which is, I mean, yeah, actually.
You've been
round
see
2,
whether Morgan is going to be able to keep this one okay as he gets the shield, and it's a 1-for-1, but First Blood does go over to the Renekton. However, with Zombie Scion, Morgan will be able to at least tidy up the wave. Get the minions, so things aren't going necessarily fantastically in the mid lane. Man, I am just kind of in awe. So it does mean that these grubs are going to go on over.
Take this?
Yeah, well, they're not even going to watch. They're just going to accept that it's going to go down, as Morgan is just looking to kill Diablo, or at least get himself a flash, as Polu goes in. Diablo, one more auto will do it, and down he goes, but it is going to be in trade for Polu. Still, Morgan going to be able to get another knock-up. Interrupts the Vault Breaker, and that should be the end of Raptor. However, he flashes over. Hype is in amongst it, and he didn't really want to be, as Croco, now the one starting to bite chunks out of B&K. Raptor trying to get underneath the turret, but another chomp comes up. Never mind! Raptor turns it around. Still, though, he's out of the way of his cow, and the cow is going to fall, as Vikla is the one left standing at full health.
I love Rice Group, man. It's just...
Oh, we are trading. It's a 1-for-1 as Polu rotating over. And Pop Blossom just going to pick up Clear, throw him down, and that is just a dead Renekton. Kellen,
you were there!
He doesn't have ult, so he is here. Hype doesn't want to tank the turret, though, so they're just going to let him live.
Didn't he watch them walk up?
Yes, it was a bit of a spectator support type scenario here, as some plates are going down. He is dead. So, I mean, I've made that play.
Or does this work by...
Come on, don't play dumb.
No, I'm actually... I don't... You and Velas have opposing opinions.
I'm just going to take a brief moment to say that Clear is dead.
Yes.
And so it's looking good As now Raptor is looking to try and change that. Deadly Flourish comes on down. Headbutt Pulverize is going to probably spell the end of closer, but it has to be a pretty deep Vault Breaker here from Raptor, who goes down relatively low. Immediately move over to the orb. Now Diablo is just going to walk into the river. There is an exhaust on Croco, but he doesn't look like he cares about it at all. The teleport in from the Scion, but can he make it in time as Croco is just going to pop like a balloon? Diablo, you didn't want to press R, you're not playing Kaiser anymore. And the double snare from Polu means it's a double kill for...
Shockwave?
Okay, there it is. The Shockwave connects onto two. Is it possible for him to die? It's possible for Closer to die, though, because that is Vikla just locking that one down. Morgan will then probably be killed as the Q, the knock-up, and out of there is Raptor, and Morgan going to be giving over a triple kill. So your question about Vikla is it's a yes. The answer is yes, he will get to the down. He's 5-0-2.
How much Bro didn't hold on to a 2K gold lead because it's only free, and they lost Dragon, and they're gonna lose bot lane turret. Absolute mess of a game.
That is a mystery that I think, you know, you were talking about murder mysteries and stuff like that. I mean, this is the real murder mystery. As, oh my goodness, bend it like Shelly. That was absolutely gorgeous here by Croco, who is now just going to run into Vikla, and the Gravity Well comes down. The Arcane Storm was crazy. And yes, there is a TP. Morgan might actually now be caught out of position because he just flashed into a wall. Clear comes on over. Croco's back in the mix yet again. And they've actually put a whole lot into just Clear. So he's going to go down. The Pop Blossom is brilliant, but Kellen is still alive. His will unbreakable. And his hooves are going real fast. Still, Morgan is just going to wander up. The headbutt over the wall. It's absolutely adorable. Supportal combat is going to be the answer. And yes, it is the Nico that is allowed to kill the cow. And that is precisely what's going on. Is Morgan at this stage of the game. Still 1.4k gold ahead. And Vikla going to get knocked up. But this is the guy that can do damage to the Scion. And
that's
Morgan
big.
just has to ult away.
You know what?
I mean,
oh no!
Oh,
no. Okay, but so Otacon
another Q is going to go wide. We're just not going to watch. We're just not going to watch. That's going to make us feel better as the Bro fans, as Morgan will be able to clear out this wave.
Vikla doesn't have TP.
Yeah, and Raptor is a jungler.
Okay, I guess
so this is just Otacon for Morgan. And who is more tanky? I mean, that's the question. It's probably Morgan. Yeah, Raptor going to be scryed. And Deadly Flourish is going to miss onto Morgan, the largest target on the map. As Diablo now completely out of position, the Kennel is going to close him off. Still, Hype not going to quite find that one as Clear finds the back line. There's the double knock-up though as the Shockwave connects onto both of the frontliners. And down they will go, and now the Scion comes in. Misses the ulti, but it doesn't matter because Croco's there to once again say no to Diablo. And Kellen, oh no, play the song. We need some Celine Dion because unfortunately, the cow just goes in to die. And Diablo trying to utilize this outer turret to keep himself alive, but the Bros a colossal win in this fight.
Looking very, very good here for the Bros, Atlas. That's going to be Dragon. That's going to be a top lane shove. That is
flank.
The
All
flank
right, there's the flash in. All right, Kellen is just going to explode, though. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Diablo is also, it's just a drive-by, so never mind. Morgan doesn't really find it, but Vikla is still just going to die. The Arcane Storm is annoying for Hype, but it's not for Croco. He just eats the victor for breakfast.
Clear TPing in isn't, I don't think, going to change anything. I say that. They do need to make sure Raptor... Oh, are they gonna TP Clear in?
No, I think Clear will probably just take a Constellation in a turret, and Diablo's going to try and get rid of this outer.
Okay, they are.
Go for a little bit of a trade, I think. But that's not too bad.
I think Bro is looking amazing right now. They got the level 16.
Oh, he might actually have caught out Polu,
He's dead.
as there's a cease and desist. Finds Polu, and the grenade is going to finish him off, and Clear secures this inner turret on the bottom side. So wait.
Are they... okay.
We're just teleporting in. Okay. Morgan hasn't pressed the R button just yet. There's a nice knock-up. Gravity Well goes down. They're just going to win the game? Is that the plan? Clear is so close to dead. Kellen trying to get in there. There's a cease and desist. It's a Pop Blossom. The answer is so good from Polu. And Hype is flashing away, gets himself the shield, and he'll survive. Closer now keeping Croco alive as well. It's a double. double, and yeah, the Bros, they don't need Soul Point. They just need your Nexus, and they're gonna take it right now.
That was a clean ace! What?
You do it. Legend Group first, Rise Group second. It's like having your vegetables and then you get the main course, you know, the real treat.
This is
the dessert, the cherry on top.
I don't know what dessert this is, but is it tiramisu? Is it flan? Is it pudding? I don't know, but it's a trifle. Is it crumble?
I would say it's a bit of a trifle, okay? There is some trifling going on.
Do not pick a Kali into Renata closer, please.
It's LeBlanc. Okay. Okay, Bros are cooking. And I don't, like, it's played the music in Breath of the Wild. We just don't know whether it's dubious or not. The smoke and mirrors for this composition, though, is certainly there. So,
Okay, but what does the comp actually do?
hopefully not team fight. I think that's how it works.
Okay, so you have a strong 2v2, right? I can see the split pushing potential. But what if that doesn't work?
What do you mean doesn't work?
What if you actually at some point have to fight for an objective?
You just win. I don't know whether I necessarily love the Bro draft, but they've made magic happen before. We'll see whether it can happen again. Right? And I think that is kind of the Rise group.
The Rise group is the League of Legends equivalent of a cult classic.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It
might not be as popular when it is at first perceived, but let's be very real. In due time, I think it will be recognized for what it is, which is peak League of Legends.
Well, there's an electrocute prop as Handshake back onto Hype. Not exactly optimal here, as the barrier does need to be employed. Only 100 health left. Does level up, so gets an extra 100, but not feeling fantastic here. So
There's a lot of mobility. As Closer.
Closer went in. He is looking to just kill him at first blood. Goes over to the LeBlanc. She does die for it, but she was gonna die anyway. It's that dive you were talking about. The Braum nowhere in sight as Hype doing his very best to be okay. Does flash the Flag and Dragon. That's pretty good, but still gonna get the answering kill. Is almost a double as Raptor. I don't think the shield would have necessarily mattered too much, but still that was very close. All right, we're gonna check this one out from Closer's perspective.
Closer getting the best out of a bad situation, right? As you highlight, as we take another look here, hits level 4, and I think that's the window for him to win with the W in. And then that flash forward, I actually think... So you were talking about objectives.
Ooh, they are actually going to start one, as Morgan employs the Maiden here as well. She's going to help out.
Trying to fight a Callista at level 6. It's always a big risk.
It's going to be a tough one. Closer is now rotating over first. The culling does come on through. There is the Cataclysm. The double knock-up with the Fate's Call is so good, and down goes the Braum. That is going to be the first one in this fight, but Closer is already out of there. Croco trying to leave, and Hype should also be able to vacate the area, but the Bros not feeling great about this one. The flash is going to get answered by Closer, as Vikla was looking for it. The Bros under a lot of pressure here. That is going to be Feats of Warfare going over to BNK.
Diabo. And Vikla also feeling a little better here in the 1v1, although...
Yep. You're saying?
Well, that was the 1v1.
Let's look at Croco. He was just waiting. He was like, Closer, go in. Go and kill him.
I think he's waiting for Closer to specifically get the chain. Right, the moment the chain comes through, you know the kill is guaranteed. Croco just going for maximum damage, not really worried, is it? Are you still playing?
A little bit. Played a bit of Season 9. It wasn't too bad. It was basically the same as the other stuff. Flash is coming out absolutely everywhere as Polu getting treated with some respect. Nice little handshake as the Fate's Call.
Yeah, I don't think they saw Croco, so of course they're going to go for that.
Yep, I like it. Just press R.
You know, that's a good trade. Lucian Flash for your, I think you take that if you're the Renata. But then again, Polu.
Yeah, Polu in a lot of trouble. He does have Flash, but he doesn't have his life. So unfortunately, the Flash is not going to help. I don't think so either.
Because you just don't have a way to lock him down. He outranges you substantially. We do have Croco. He does have a really good steal here with the Q. If he can get him, I think he's not going to be allowed near. Look at the confidence here. I mean, Diabo was just backing in the brush. Like, he actually was like, you're not going to...
No, the Chemtech as the chain is going to connect. Let's see whether they can take him down. The flash forward from Croco. The clear is a tank, and so he just flashes away.
He can't be dying to that.
Well, can't be dying to this either, as Hype is able to just get himself out. Doesn't have flash, remember? That was from that earlier play. Hostile takeover comes in. Down goes the Lucian, and the flash away from Polu is going to be momentary respite. But unfortunately, BNK is starting to run away with this.
Where they are,
Oh.
Emperor's Divide going to be flashed, but Closer is still going to get tagged. Just trying to get himself out, uses the Mimic in order to escape, but let's see whether it actually works out as Raptor is quickly making his way in. There's the flag and drag, and down will go Closer. The chain's going to connect though, and he is going to get away with some funny business. Now looking to make his way in, but Vikler is able to clean up the kill, and it's even worse for the Bros.
No, Atlas, I'm no expert when it comes to tempo fights, but I feel a shift here.
I'm seeing that as well. There's also first turret going on over. That is going to only extend it. That is going to be feats of strength coming on in as well.
Play is Diablo?
Diablo may be in a little bit of trouble as Croco is running forward, but
That's
he's
what he wants
immediately
you to
running
think.
away. There's the knockup onto the Pantheon as Diablo's now starting to hop, and these Rens are going to start coming on through, but they do just destroy the Jarvan. Now the bailout is going to come in, but Diablo is unfortunately not going to survive. Still, they do have to sacrifice their Pantheon, but it's a trade-up for the Bros, and I guess they'll take that.
There. Got the whole gang, and then BNK are like, what if we just went in? And that's what they always do.
That's what you gotta do.
Mid lane turret falls.
The second one for either team, not a soul point or anything like that, is now Bro going in, Croco flashing for it, the culling, they just wipe out Diablo! And now without their Kalista, this is gonna be so difficult, one after the other, they are falling! And it's a dragon as the reward, the Bros spring to life!
Or they can have Clear in front, although Clear is probably going to get Yoricked.
Yeah, he is. The Yoricking has really begun and in a big way. Look, the entire crew is here. Morgan with his posse,
I think
just beaten down on Clear here. Oh god, he just has to flash. It is the unrelenting. As now Raptor has found a target. Croco does put up the wall though, and that hostile takeover didn't quite work. Still, the Cataclysm is going to come down, and Diablo this time is just bouncing around the fight, and he's continuing to dash in closer now. The Rend is on top, and there it is! The bailout comes through, and Morgan really unsure about what he's teleported into, as Vikler not even going to go down. And Ryu still not celebrating yet, but I think this is a deserved Otacon for BNK. Bailed out with that last hit.
Watch him glide, by the way. As I said, he's looking to glide.
And the culling was also instantly interrupted.
And glide he did. That's one. Was looking for the bailout.
Yep. And he saw his target. Oh my goodness. Don't you worry. 2.2k gold here for this Kalista. Yeah, I mean, the problem is like, Bro should never be fighting fights. They should be doing this. Just picking someone off and saying, no, we will then not team fight. We will do a bit of damage. We'll find a little bit of an angle as the all-out does come on through. Croco is delivered on a silver platter. And unfortunately, BNK are just starting to become way too far ahead as the Bros, they're trying to play the tricksy playstyle. And BNK, they're like, no. We team fight, we take objective, we win game. And it's working.
There's no smite available, so they should just go to BNK. Maybe Bro look for the turn on the fight.
Let's see whether they can find themselves an angle, as that is the Baron going over to BNK. And now they're looking to turn on to the Bros as the Fate's Call comes on down. Morgan, is there going to be a ghoulie wall to help Polo out? The answer is no. Flag and drag comes in, and that is just a Brom on the floor. And BNK are really starting to run away with this one now. And yeah, the Bro composition, I mean, honestly, when it falls behind, it doesn't look great. And it's fallen behind a while ago. 2 inhibitors are going to go down. Closer is trying his very best to get some poke, but unfortunately, just doesn't really do damage. As Hype dashing away, trying to avoid just dying to Diablo, but just a few sticks, and my god, he takes so much damage. The hostile takeover, a battle on the fountain. But the Nexus turret #1 has gone down. And Morgan at 50%. There is a culling that is dealing with most of the minion wave. That is a dead Raptor, but Polo is going to follow suit. The Emperor's Divide is going to get flashed. They're on the fountain. Diablo does have that bailout, but the Nexus turret is going to go down. Vikler finally falls.
Dying, Atlas!
Okay, maybe an opportunity here, but now it's Clear's turn to go all out and look to finish this one off. Closer cannot get enough health back, and Diablo is just going to bounce around until this Nexus explodes. Closer doing a few tricky things, but he's not going to save this Nexus, and BNK remains supreme.
Matchmaker in this game, as the play-in stage now secured here. It really wasn't about Kellen. It actually was about Diablo. We'll see who gets the vote. I think I'm not going to be mad about either of them
Oh my goodness. Look
It's-
at this damage from the Callista.
Atlas, as I said, I think that sometimes, I'm the one that will criticize the boom boom damage vote. In this one, I think it's warranted. I think Diablo was the linchpin of this comp.
100%.
He did his job very, very well. I would love if it's Callan. I think that Callan actually had a wonderful day, but come on now.
Yeah, the Kaiser
think this is
performance
fine.
was also absolutely incredible. So
Yep.
Diablo, I think
Again.
he's the main character of this team.
If it
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation. We are here with Diablo on the side of BNK FearX. With today's victory, you made it to the play-ins. How do you feel? First of all, we're qualified for play-ins, so I think I'll be able to play comfortably from now on. And against OK's Saving Strength Breon, you guys are actually on a 15-match winning streak. So why do you think you guys always perform so well against the bros? Well, I think it's just everything that you can see from the draft. I think it's because maybe that they have a little bit of flaws in their bot lane. Maybe that's why. And in game 1, you picked Kaisa against Sivir and Rao. So how confident were you in your understanding of the matchup? I think in the past, I've always won with Kaisa. And actually, in that exact matchup, I was actually also contemplating on Xayah because I had always won with Xayah in that matchup. And I think I was able to pull it off just as well with Kaisa. And after that unfortunate game 2 loss, what was the game plan for game 3? I think gaining prio and control in bot lane was the key point. And I think we really wanted to take the Lucian, but because we were able to... I think the draft didn't go as well. I thought we had some chance because we had some good champions picked in the top side, but I think we wanted to really focus on getting a better draft in Game 3. And so, what made you pick Callista in Game 3? I feel like the overall consensus is that Callista's not good right now. But I think Callista really suits our team color, and I think we've been really practicing as a team to try to pick that Callista. So were you insisting on playing her? I think from the draft, I think we were just talking about either Lucian Braum or, going over all the options. Callista was actually one of the options that popped up as well. And there was actually a highlight where you pulled off a great intuitive engage to win a team fight, which looked pretty unbelievable. So, can you walk us through what happened here? In this moment, I saw Pantheon, and the Raptor was the one who said, let's go, let's look. And we just didn't feel like we were going to lose here, so we wanted to go in pretty fearlessly. And I feel like once we get our first core item, we always have that mindset that we can actually win any team fight. So I think because we were at that point, we just didn't hesitate in going in. And BNK FearX is known for having such a cool, decisive team fighting. And actually, some people say that you guys have the highest aggression in the Rise group. So do you agree? Yeah, I think so. We're pretty aggressive and we are pretty confident in our team fighting. So I do agree. And now that play-ins is secured, you now have to rise higher by finishing strong in the regular season. So what will you focus on? So now that we have the play-ins down, I think rather than focusing on winning now, I think we need to focus on trying to get better for the future so that we can keep on winning in the future. And that's the end of the interview with Diablo, and back to the space. Thank you.